This top-notch hitman Jackal unexpectedly encountered a customer who tried to skip out on the bill. After dealing with the customer who tried to skip out on the bill, Jackal called his wife. To his surprise, his wife suddenly demanded a divorce, accusing him of having an affair. To prove his innocence, Jackal video called his wife. The reason his wife was so suspicious was because a few days earlier, at their son's birthday party, Jackal insisted on going on a business trip. In fact, he had received a message from the bank that day and was in a hurry to investigate Fest, who had not paid the final installment. Although his wife was a little angry, she had always supported the Jackal's work, so she insisted on sending him to the airport. The couple did not speak on the way until they arrived at the airport. His wife asked the Jackal to say "I love you" in Spanish, but Jackal said he was not proficient in Spanish. However, Jackal wasn't really going on a business trip. As soon as his wife's car left, he returned to the city. He happened to run into his wife buying flowers on the street. His wife saw Jackal sitting in the car. That familiar profile, she wouldn't mistake it. She called her husband, but his phone was turned off, so she concluded that Jackal was up to something. In fact, when the Jackal returned to the city, he went to the bank's safe deposit box to retrieve his fake passport and some cash. After returning home, the wife told her mother about this, and her mother also believed the Jackal was having an affair. At this point, the wife still refused to believe the Jackal was such a person, so she needed an explanation from him. When the Jackal called, the wife couldn't help but voice her doubts. Jackal walked around the room with his phone. Although the wife didn't see the so-called woman, it didn't dispel her doubts. Because Jackal was too mysterious, the wife's family didn't even know the Jackal's real name. They only knew he was called Charles, a wealthy business elite. The wife felt hurt by her suspicion of Jackal. She went to the Jackal's study to investigate her husband's secrets. When she opened a drawer, there were no documents inside. All the drawers on the desk were empty. This was highly unusual. So she opened her husband's wardrobe and accidentally triggered a mechanism on the floor. Beneath that floor panel was a safe with a password. She called her family to help open it. Before they began searching, they stumbled upon various documents left behind by Jackal during the villa's renovation, including the house's blueprints. The wife was astonished to discover that there was another room in the Jackal's study, and the door to this room was behind a mirror. By forcefully moving the mirror, the mechanism was triggered, revealing a large safe door behind it. Since they didn't know the password, they used a drill to forcefully dismantle the password lock. After opening the door, they were speechless with astonishment. Inside were a large amount of cash and at least dozens of passports. Most surprisingly, there were also guns. Meanwhile, Jackal fleeing Munich received a security alert on his phone. He opened the remote camera and saw his family's every move as they entered the room. What will the Jackal do? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me for updates on the sequel.